what's your favorite memory from Other Voices?
Ooh, let me think. So, you'd think it'd be the biggest show. I think Gainey's Yard was our biggest show.
Yes.
But
Right.
I think the Dingle Gin Distillery probably makes the most happiest memories.
Yeah.
Because so we didn't know what, it was part of like the bus trail they usually do, right? They pick everyone up, bring everyone to bed, blah, blah, blah. But we got there early for sound check the distillery. And then they were like, you guys want a tour of the distillery? Like,
Yeah.
And then
It was cool.
we got a lot of free gin. And we were fairly lit when we got up there. By the time everyone else was ready for the show, they were all fairly lit as well.
And the big glasses of gin.
The
as
big
well.
boys, yeah, swirly boys.
I think my favorite was, it was like the first year we played, and I was like dying sick. I was like fighting for my life, you know, like really in the fucking trenches.
Fighting for my life.
And I'm fighting for my life here. And like I'm knocking back the like hot whiskeys, you know what I'm saying? Whiskey lemons, a lemon sip, I'm praying, I'm blowing my nose, you know, I'm doing some calisthenics, rubbing Vic up, and and we do the gig. I'm shattered. I go back home to sleep. I'm like dying sick. I wake up in the middle of the night, and then the entirety of Dingle is in our apartment or the house we were in.
Oh, yeah.
And Harry just brought everyone back for a party, and I was like, oh, what's going on?
Yeah, because it was late, and we were all going to bed, and Harry's like, I'm going to go out and find people for a party. And we were like, yeah, good luck, like, do your thing.
And I was long gone. I went
thinking.
home by myself, like, I was already in bed.
Who was there? You woke up, Inhaler was there, Other Kim were there.
You know what's mad?
This was very funny.
My boss, so one of my old bosses, when I was doing some work with Think House, was there. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, a boss? And they're like, oh, that you're here? I'm like, damn, bro.
Yeah, Harry really came to his word there. He proved me wrong. I was like, yeah.
I can't believe I'm seeing you like this. It's crazy. Shouldn't you be like bossing it up working somewhere? Yeah, but that's definitely my favorite memory, just because it's bizarre. What makes Other Voices special for you, Matt?
It's obviously by nature it's a very interesting spot to have a festival because you're not doing this big. It is a big setup, but it's not like an elaborate heap of kind of tents and yurts like it is with like Body and Soul and one of those kind of festivals. It's in a town with lots of pubs and it's pokey, but I think it's very it's just full of music lovers, and I think that's what makes it really interesting. Is that I really struggle to have bad experiences with people and with the general public at the Other Voices. Everyone is just so lovely. Everyone's there to have a good time and listen, to really, really listen, which is just very, very special. It's interesting. I think people get very emotionally attached to Other Voices that way.
The clientele. I think Other Voices is special because it's the closest thing you have is like the musician version of Olympic Village.
Yeah, yeah, it's actually a really good
As
metaphor.
in like, because everyone's just like rubbing shows. Like Orla Garland was just in Gainey's last night, he's chilling, just being like a regular person. Like, you're famous. I might kidnap you and have a ransom. Like, but that's it, because it's like people are just walking around, playing the gigs, letting them hang around, being regular. And I think what I love about festivals, and let's say like Longitude and Electric Picnic, which we have played both times because we're famous, is that you're in the green room and you're like, hanging out with Post Malone and shit. But it's like, it's not normal. I think Other Voices is you play normal, and then you go back to normality, and it's like it's that kind of really interesting sweet spot of it's both a gig and a festival at the same time. I think that's it. I think Other Voices is both a gig and a festival simultaneously.
That's true.
And usually you have to be one or the other. Like festivals don't feel like gigs, and gigs don't feel like festivals, and Other Voices manage to kind of do the two.
That's true.
Other Voices ushers in December. What signifies the start of the holiday season to you both?
The end of Halloween. Once we get like the Halloween celebrations done, I'm like, all right, let's get stuck into this. To be honest, for me it is December. I don't appreciate the pre-December decorations. It's not me. I know it's a very
Christmas should be a week. You people should get a week and that's it.
I'm a Christmas guy, bro. It's my favorite holiday. I want to make it as long as possible.
You have from the
plus January's miserable.
You have from the 20th to like the 26th. That's it. That's your celebration.
No. I got a month.
Your little 6 days. Enjoy it. Keep it fresh.
Gang for life.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think what signifies Christmas to me is honestly like the Christmas Eve pints at the local.
That's what signifies the start of Christmas for you.
Well, not the start of Christmas, but that's what signifies Christmas. I mean, look, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I'm not the biggest Christmas person. You know what I'm saying? I'm not young either. For me, what signified Christmas proper was the final day of secondary school where you all like were in the hall singing songs and vibing that whole day.
Yeah, that was sick.
But the older you get, you don't really have that thing no more. So what, it's like, oh, I see like decorations December 1st or November 1st. like, I don't know, like, I don't have that linchpin thing to get as excited about anymore until Christmas Eve, or maybe whenever I do 12 pubs, but that's it, like, and then, I don't know, man, I don't got no kids, I don't got no 2 young members in my family, so it's like,
That's true.
what am I getting excited for beforehand?
I feel for people who don't like Christmas, because like you are lashed into it for about 6-7 weeks.
Yeah, but it's not even that I don't like that's the thing, like, I'm truly like, I'm happily a passenger, just I've been going through it, like, yeah, man, we go with this, we go with that, I'm having a good time, it means nothing to me, like, but I enjoy Christmas. I enjoy the idea of giving and decorations.
Favorite Christmas song?
Favorite Christmas song? It's I just love that snow is falling.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah, that's just really f***ing neat, isn't it? So it's on it. I mean, it just goes. It's like,
good tune. Did you ever hear that Spanish one? It's not Feliz Navidad, it's Mamacita, ¿dónde está Santa Claus? There's that one.
yeah, I heard that.
My
Yeah.
favorite one.
That's your favorite
That's
one?
a hit. Yeah,
That's a real alternative pick.
Yeah, that or Wham.
What is the food that you're most excited for Christmas?
Oh, the food.
They're really asking the worst Grinch nigga these questions.
I love a roast, man. I do love a roast. I love stuffing and gravy, and I'll slap that together on some potatoes on the fork, throw a bit of meat at the end of it. I like that. What do you not look forward to? Is there anything on the plate where you're like, oh, get this off?
I think cranberry sauce is like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like that, you know, leave it or take it. But everything else, I'm not a food. I'll eat anything. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. I'm not too snobby with it.
Like,
some things I think are tasteless. People are like, oh, you need your Brussels sprouts on the plate, or it's like, oh, you can't have them. I don't care.
Brussels sprouts hit. If they're done correctly, they hit, man.
Do you think so?
It's like broccoli, right? It's like broccoli, because broccoli, if you steam some broccoli, eat
tastes
that
like
shit,
pennies.
nothing. But if you do that shit right, I think like, you know, cause like I love people who like soak Brussels sprouts in sauce overnight. Like, oh no, that's not why I make it. It's gonna be really an explosion of flavor. The thing with Brussels sprouts, like, they're not easy dish to get right, but if you get it right, man, they work very effectively.
Okay.
They work very, very effectively.
I like that. Did you ever do like nativity plays in school?
One time I was in school. One of the times I think I was like one of the wise men.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, I was sick. Oh no, was I? Oh no, maybe they put me as like, yeah, I think I was one of the wise men. Yeah. I was like, yo, what's up, Jesus?
What's up, Jesus?
What's up, Jesus? No, but I was really cool. I think, like, honestly, like, look, and it's so weird because honestly, it's a very complex history with like Irish people in the church and like the church and schools, and all that kind of stuff. But I do have a lot of fun memories being in the church, being in school and doing nativity. Like, that's what we did nativity play in my school. We did it in the church.
Oh, you actually did it in the church?
Yeah.
You really went ham with it.
And it was great, you know what I'm saying? Like, we would have like, especially in primary school, you know what I'm saying? That's like where you'd have like the end of the year sing-along sometimes. Because like my school was like right beside the church. Like, I'm talking, you walked across the street, there's churches there.
Ah, that's handy.
Yeah, so we did loads of stuff in the church.
Yeah, they really live and die by the church, don't they, in the primary schools?
Yeah, I mean, there's one girl there who was
very attached.
There's one girl who was raised like, I feel so bad for her because like she really got her ass left out, but she was raised like atheist.
Oh, so they didn't like even let her take part in the nativity or anything?
Like, she was there in the back every time. It's like, hey, you sit your ass right there, Cleveland. Don't say nothing. We out here getting holy. Yeah. I was used to be like, damn, that sucks for Cleveland, bro. Okay, what's your go-to comfort food and drink after being away, you know, playing a show, doing a tour thing?
Oh, I love any kind of braised meat and rice dish would kind of be me.
What do you mean braised meat? What's braised meat?
So it's kind of like, do you ever go to that place Bullet me and Mayana was eating? So for context, my girlfriend's like half Malaysian. So it's just a really common, like, just chicken rice, duck rice, pork char siu or something like that. That is just my most comforting food ever. I don't know why, I just love it. Ever since my girlfriend exposed me to this world, it's been fantastic. It's been fantastic. That and a Coke Zero, man, is me. I'm very comforted by all that.
Coke Zero, who do you think you're a bad bee?
There's too much. I don't want to feel like my tea has like grit on it. Full Coke, full sugar Coke isn't that for me.
Coke's, yeah, mid as hell. I'm with you there.
Mid as hell. Why? What's your comfort food?
Chicken licking, you know.
Chicken licking, boss man.
5-piece chicken wing meal, man. Can't go wrong, man. Got that little sauce thing in there, man. The boys know me. They're like, oh, what's up, gang. Let's go when you swallow me that food up. You know what I'm saying?
I hear it.
No problem at all. I guess, you know, what sounds would you have that would be, like, I say, synonymous to Christmas at home for you, man?
Songs.
Sounds.
Oh, sounds.
Yeah, like, what makes you think of Christmas? Like, bells? You know, we've been hearing bells, like, I know, like, the church bell, but, like, them Christmas bells, you only really hear that around Christmas, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's funny. Like my parents still have an open fire in their gaff,
That's good.
and it makes it a certain couple of sounds that come out. Like sometimes they burn turf, often they burn timber as well. So the sound of that was always lovely. There's just the sound of, like mom pottering around the kitchen as well. Very much just like homely sounds. In terms of like sounds of hustle and bustle on the street, I could take it or leave it. That Michael Bublé bastard as well. My mom's a big Bublé fan, but. Nah, for me it's got to be the sitting room fire. God, I miss that thing.
Yo, I think the idea of like a fire crackling, that sounds awkward, man. For me, I don't know, because like obviously where I'm from is so quiet, so it's almost like the lack of sound, like leaving Dublin, and like I love leaving Dublin, going home, and like maybe going out at night, like around midnight, because around midnight where I'm from, like in Kill Village, it's like it's quiet. It's like even if there's people on the street, there's really not a lot, and it's very quiet. So it's not like lack of sound is always really interesting, man. You're in this like real, I don't know, like real chill, somber place, and it's great because you get to like meet people. I think that's what I like always like again. It's like conversations in like pubs or like, you know, in the shop or like the park, and it's like you link up with all these friends. So I think I do actually really enjoy that element of it. It's like you. Obviously, because of the state of the country and the state of the world, everyone that you knew growing up is scattered all over the place. But people tend to migrate home for Christmas.
It's a nice little reset. Like it's nice when like the streets are dead. There's no cars around. Everyone's kind of just doing their thing, or at least trying to do their thing with their families and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's a reunion thing.
Yeah,
but even the most fire is the days between Christmas Day and New Year's Eve.
Love it, because everyone's off for the most part.
Everyone's off. Everyone's flaked, like that little hazy week, and you're just chilling and
just finding stuff to do. Just really finding ways to entertain yourself. Yeah, I do like that. Although, do you find that as a musician that those drinks in like the pub on Stephen's Day or Christmas Eve, and it's that like, are you still doing the music question, all that kind of stuff? Do you find that to be a problem? Does that bother you, or do you mind it?
No, I mean, I've like people from my hometown are so supportive. You know, I think. Because I think obviously something that people, it's a weird thing where people need to see you have some success in, but I think, I'm at the stage where people are asking that, they was like, oh, I see you doing stuff in music, that's really cool, and that's always kind of great to have that support and feedback, man, because like not everyone like loves what they're doing, and not everyone like loves their job, and maybe not everyone's happy in where they're at life, so it's like, I think they see someone like really enjoying their life, enjoying what they're doing. Yeah, they're gonna ask about that, and they're gonna like be curious about that. I don't have any problem answering nothing, man. I'm just as curious about their kids. I'm curious about their jobs or their life. You know, I'm gonna ask, are you still working in engineering? Are you still working down the shop? Or like, we still got them conversations. That doesn't really bug me. Does it bug you?
It depends who asks. You know, I think just because I can tell sincerity from insincerity, and sometimes. I don't know. It's a funny thing around, like, I think doing hip hop, people can get a little bit sneery, I think, around it. And there's certain people kind of think I had a bit of notions when I started it. Those have become less and less and less over the years because we got to do more and more good stuff. So there's less backing when someone wants to question me on why I do hip hop for a living, you know. Because what are you gonna say? I'm like, I'm just back from other voices. Like, things are going well, things are going good. I'm doing interviews at District Magazine. You know how it is. Fuel reserve, yeah. I knew I'd need fuel eventually. That's fine.
Oh. What's Kildare's best kept secret?
I didn't know that Nace Ball was a time capsule.
Yes.
That's cool.
That's very fun. So Nace Ball is a time capsule, and it's not really. I think that's like due to opening because I think it was like. When did they make that? It's old enough, but yeah, man. When I was young, I used to think God lived in there.
I mean, maybe.
I mean, there's so many kind of cool things that obviously with COVID and the way the world is, things that don't necessarily exist anymore. I do obviously the Japanese gardens or whatever. I think the Kura is really
What's
nice.
what's the crack with the Kerry? Explain the Kerry to me.
So the car is like, I think like half racetracks, half whatever. But if you're there at a certain point, you'll see the army parachuting down. That's what they do, their parachuting training
that's
drills.
right. Yeah,
So you just park over there and like you'll see a bunch of soldiers parachute down, and like you see them like legit get in the like all the way down, get off in the field, and then like go like head off. You know what I'm saying? I think there's like so many kind of like cool like castles and shit, man. But personally for me, I'm a very like simple in this way that like I love like a good field and a good greenery and like a good kind of like mountain trek, like, you know what I'm saying, like, or like, you know, hiking, that kind of it's lit. But so many dope spots, really good food places and salons as well. Like, you know, it's like
Good food places and salons.
there's one cracking spot. I think it's the one Michelin star spot in Salons. It's like tucked away. You'd be surprised, man. You'd be surprised, man. But yeah, man, that's it. That's dope. I mean, a lot of spots I liked, I don't think they exist anymore. Like, I used to love Time Disco, you know?
She wearing an Extravision scarf. That is
Yo, queen.
amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Queen.
Where the did she get that?